Sturniolo.
Morning, one and all. I'd like to ask you to see if you can follow the logic of trying to get the council to take action to reinstate the litigation to set aside about $900 million worth of pension debt. Subprime debt was supposed to be managed by Wall Street. It wasn't, and it turned into a taxpayer debt. Pension debt was supposed to be managed by Wall Street. It hasn't been, and it turns into taxpayer debt. 27% of the holdings of our public pensions, I should say, our public pensions lost 27% of the value of their assets between 2007 and 2009 because they thought that they could invest in the speculators in Wall Street. One of the things we have to do is we have to cut the umbilical cord between our police and fire and other public pensioners and Wall Street. Now, San Diego lost $1 billion in 2009. Yesterday you were treated to Jan Goldsmith's plan for how to reduce the pension debt in a very modest way by embracing a radical change that's different than how the pension has been administered from the onset, by having the members of the pension participate in the losses. That would require an actual change in the pension. Jan Goldsmith has told you repeatedly the reason he doesn't support enforcing the conflict of interest laws or enforcing the debt liability laws is because it would work a change in the system. But the change that those laws would work are actually provided for in the law. They say if you violate the pension, if you violate the debt limit law, if you violate the conflict of interest law, then you set aside the transaction. We have until December. You have basically 6 months to confess error, that is an attorney, and bring a motion to set aside the dismissal. You have 6 months. Once December comes and goes, it'll be too late. So what I'm asking you is between now and December, sometime in November, just schedule a hearing and hear us out. All I need is 15 minutes. And let us, just so you can say, look, Jan Goldsmith's idea is to start a case all over again. He can't even get the case into San Diego. It's going to take years and years to have that case heard. It'll have a minuscule impact on the deficit. The other case is ready to be heard. It's already been briefed. It was ready to be heard and decided. Let the courts decide. The underlying judge said it was one of the few ways to have the case resolved, the case that was brought. So I'm doing my job. You're only going to suffer if you don't do yours, because you'll look bad in the future. I don't want you to look bad because I care about every one of you. Thank you.
Cricket Robin, followed by Sherry Sturniolo.